obviously an early deficit for you guys there. What was the energy like in the dugout in those middle innings?
I think you probably heard them. I heard them. They were screaming the whole time. So it got a little bit quiet for a couple innings, and I got worried. And I started kind of looking around, trying to figure out why it was quiet. And then I realized that the whole bench went to the batting cage to get loose because the batting cage is in center field. They can't just kind of go back and forth. So the whole bench went, and I think the third inning, and it was quiet during that time. But then when they came back, everybody started screaming, and it was great.
You guys once you tied it up, it seemed like you built momentum. I mean, what was the feeling like then?
I mean, the whole time felt like we were going to win the game. Even in the first inning when we went down, I think 4. Man, the way we've been playing, I don't think anybody thought we were going to lose the game. So, and I think when you have those feelings and those vibes and that energy, I think that's when you give yourself a chance to come back, which we did.
This was a hell of a performance. Oh, sorry, this was a hell of a performance tonight. Kyle's here that missile.
Sure.
But Gunnar Henderson, what do you think about that slide? It was the technique was just right on time.
Well, I was talking with Buck Britton, our third base coach, after, and told him you're going to realize the guys that we have that finish at the plate. Gunner's one of them. He's probably one of the better ones in the league. He's when Buck sent him, he's probably 5 steps from the third base bag right there. When he sent him, and the guy actually made an accurate throw, kind of put it right there. And Gunnar just outran the ball and made an incredible slide. But in the era of not being able to block the plate, for me, base runners, when the ball's coming from the outfield, base runners need to go in head first. In the old days, you would never tell a base runner to go in head first because the catcher would drop a leg on him and break a finger, break a neck. But nowadays they can't do that, so the head first slide is an advantage for the guys who use it.
This bullpen has got a lot of run this entire road trip. It's 6 2/3 scoreless tonight.
I would say it too loud, I might jinx this, but they've been really good. I feel like guys are settling in right now. It's June. We've been here a little bit. I think they kind of understand that, their roles are that I don't think there are really specific roles right now. I think they understand that we're trying to match up the best we can with this, so many right-left switch kind of configurations in these lineups that it's hard to say, hey, you're the 8th, you're the 7th, just because of how the lineups are constructed right now in today's game and how many left-handed hitters there are. So they're doing a great job. We feel very fortunate right now and helping us win games.
You have multiple players that were.
You made how far Calder that baseball.
I didn't. Somebody was talking trash to me, like messing with me, so I was giving it back, and I just heard the sound. One of the players messed with me a little bit, so I just heard the snap of the bat, and then somebody goes, "Oh," and he looked up and it went over the tree. So I don't think I'm amazed by it because we've kind of seen something similar before, but my goodness. He'll probably tell you all about it.
You had multiple players tonight in the lineup that had 3+ hits. Just speak to what they were seeing and what led to their successes, especially late innings.
I just grinded down at bats. I mean, it's hard when you go down 4 in the first inning. It takes a lot of pressure off the opposing starting pitcher or the opposing pitcher in the game. And Severino's a heck of a major league pitcher. He's been doing it a long time. So to come back off a pitcher like that when you're chasing 4, when there's not a lot of pressure on him, you really just have to grind out your bat and stick to your plan, which the fellas did.
This is the type of game that in April and for most of May, it sort of spiraled out of control and turned into a pretty big loss. Can you put your finger on something? What's different about this team now than maybe a couple weeks ago that leads you guys to have confidence to be able to come back and play this?
Well, we got a couple of healthy players. I mean, that helps. Calzer and Laureano, those are the guys that they hit some big blows for us. Laureano hit the 2-run homer to take it to 4-3. Then Calzer, I think he tied it up or put us ahead. So we got some good players right now. We're excited to have them and glad we're able to come back.
Great. Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, guys.